Hey everybody, Joe Lowry, what a day, happy Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. That's right, if you haven't tacos, it's the great day for it. Nonetheless, Taco Tuesday, we're halfway there, almost halfway. Tomorrow is hump day, the week's middle finger. Anyways, today is August 22nd, National Tooth Fairy Day, as well as National Pecan Day. I guess that's no better combo than that than nuts and teeth. Oh well. Kicking off a 4-game series with the Indians last night, the Red Sox lost a tough one, 5-4. The Yankees were off last night, so not too much damage in the AL East. It's now 4.5 games. We still lead the Yankees. Anyways, Doug Fister takes the hill tonight. Some late news out of Red Sox. They placed right-handed pitcher Matt Barnes on the 10-day DL with back spasms. And also announced today out of Foxborough, the New England Patriots did indeed give President Donald Trump a Super Bowl ring. That's right. Robert Kraft, a friend of Donald Trump, said it was only fitting because they were the first professional team to visit the White House under the Trump administration. Not bad. And Patriots news, linebacker Dante Hightower is officially off the physically unable to play list. I call it the PUP list, which means he can rejoin the team, thus highlighting the defensive core for this upcoming weekend's preseason game in Detroit. And speaking of the president, quite a speech last night he gave in regards to sending more troops to Afghanistan. He also put a warning out to Pakistan to stop harboring these terrorists. His words were not minced. He did an about-face on his stance from years back, and he admitted he was wrong with his stance back then. Things change when you sit behind the desk in the Oval Office. He also said there is no blank check. They are not rebuilding nations. They are simply killing terrorists. Plain and simple. The past administrations gave these countries money. They also alerted these nations. They also harbored these terrorists, and that's what our next move is going to be strategically. Here's a president who is not going to give up any information whatsoever. No doubt it'll ruffle people's feathers. Nonetheless, the president is a bit smarter. He has some serious generals behind him who know exactly what's going on in Afghanistan and as well as overseas. There is no timetable, no word on the amount of troops, so the bottom line is we are going to end this 17-year war the way it was meant to be, by killing all the terrorists. I applaud this action. Why? Because he's doing what other administrations have not done, and that he's going to end this war. Once again, he's keeping America safe and making America great again. And on the heels of the solar eclipse, if you can't wait for the next one's coming up in 7 years in the U.S. That's right. The next total eclipse in the United States will occur on April 8th, 2024. According to NASA, the path of totality will span from Texas all the way to Maine, including parts of Vermont and New Hampshire. Bostonians will have an easy 3-hour trip out of Vermont to see that totality. If you want to stay in Boston and experience the 93% eclipse, well, you don't have to leave the city, that's for sure. Enough noticeable changes will be around here. It won't be a totality. It won't have that true twilight effect, but it will affect the appearance of shadows. Not bad. Well, it's freshman move-in day at Harvard University, and people are keeping an eye out for one of the school's newest students, Malia Obama. That's right, the oldest daughter of the former President Barack and Michelle Obama. She graduated high school back in 2016. She took a gap year, and she's attending Harvard this fall. Photos and video have appeared to surface on social media. Shows basically Obama and Michelle and Barack and 19-year-old Malia somewhere in Boston on Monday. So they're in town. They're moving her in. Here comes the mayhem. Anyways, over in India, McDonald's has terminated franchise agreements for over 169 stores. And this includes the partnership with Connaught Plaza Restaurants. I guess they've broken terms of their contract. They accused the franchisee of failing to pay its royalties to McDonald's. McDonald's has actually over 400 restaurants in some 65 Indian cities. With the outlets in the south and west run by different licensees, those stores won't be affected. The global fast food giant says it's working to find a new partner so we can keep the restaurants in India running. Well, sad news out of the bodybuilding world today is 26-year-old Dallas McCarver, a.k.a. Big Country, and if you see a photo of him, you'll know what I'm talking about. He died after apparently choking on his food at his Florida home last night. His current girlfriend, current WWE superstar Dana Brooks, said he was found unconscious by a friend just after midnight this morning. They had spoken just a few hours earlier as Dana was traveling from Brooklyn, New York after appearing on WWE's Monday Night Raw. McCarver was then transported to a local hospital and pronounced dead a short time later. Dana went on to say that his last words to her was, "I'm going to cook some dinner and I love you." And that was it. Dana Brooke also said it was an accidental choking and not an intentional of harming himself. McCarver placed 8th in the 2016 Mr. Olympia competition. He lived by the motto, "Be strong." Well, Boston bad boy and Transformers The Last Night star Mark Wahlberg has outmuscled Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to become Hollywood's highest paid actor over the past year, bringing in some $68 million. This all according to Forbes magazine. The former rapper known as Marky Mark beat out the Baywatch star Johnson with $65 million. And of course, Johnson's Fate of the Furious co-star Vin Diesel capped that off with $54.5 million. That's the top 5. Adam Sandler, fresh off a deal with Netflix, came in at $50.5 million. And international superstar Jackie Chan with $49 million. Not too shabby. Anyway, some WWE news. The injury bug is hitting the locker rooms. It all started with Bayley. Separation showed her last week after a match with Sasha Banks. And then this past Saturday night at NXT TakeOver, NXT Women's Champ Asuka broke her collarbone during a bout with Ember Moon. She finished the match, but you could tell she was hurting. And this means she'll be out of action for 6 to 8 weeks. No word on whether her historic title reign will come to an end or not. And just last night, 7-foot-tall Big Cass suffered an apparent knee injury which led to the halting of his match totally while on TV against Enzo Amore. No word on how long Cass will be sidelined, but he was seen leaving the arena with temporary casts and crutches. An MRI scheduled for today. They haven't released the news on that. And you thought this stuff was fake, people, huh? Well, finally tonight, don't forget, North Quincy High School Class of 87 Alumni Reunion is coming this November 24th. It's the Friday after Thanksgiving. It'll be held up at the Quincy Lodge of Elks Terrell Room. All the details can be found on their Facebook page, NQHS 87. You can actually purchase tickets on that site. There's a link to it. You got to be there. I'll be there. Baby Cakes will be there. Everyone's going to be there. You cannot miss this 30-year reunion, folks. And finally, again, www.youtube.com/Joe Lowry. What a day. I need subscribers. I need them now. It's free. It's free. It's free. Happy Taco Tuesday, everybody. I'm Joe Lowry. What a day.